sexualities have changed so much more so in the last few years. So things are rapidly evolving. That gives us the opportunity to kind of adapt this. A Western woman, not just her values, the society around her judges her differently.
Yeah.
Our Indian society is much more harsher with a woman. Even if something happens to her, she is judged.
Suparn, of course, I love your work, which I said that to you when we met today. And I particularly am a huge fan of The Good Wife.
Ooh,
and The Good Fight. Like, I was obsessed with when it came for a while, like I told you. So now here's what I want to ask you, Suparn. I know that when you adapt something, it has to be extremely palatable for the audience that is here, right? And so many things that cannot be used or that can be used have to be put into your mind when you're doing that. I want to know what were a few things that you wish you could have or you thought you could have, but you decided to not let go of it. And also, keeping in mind the sensitivity of the socio-political climate, does it make it difficult for writers and creators to sort of today be as authentic as they want to be?
So, two things. In terms of keeping stuff I wanted to keep and could not keep, there's nothing. In fact, rather I had the luxury of adding more stuff to it because this show was 15 years ago.
Sure.
Things have changed a lot since then. More stuff has happened. Our society has in fact got more, it's gone militant in terms of wokeness. There is a different kind of toxicity that exists.
So true.
So to kind of contemporize that gave me the opportunity to put much more into it. Relationships have changed. Infidelity, has changed completely. I mean, with social media today, slipping into someone's DMs or liking posts in itself constitutes to infidelity in a way, right? So the layers of infidelity have kind of got much longer and it's a much bigger discussion arc to that. What people are okay with, not okay with has changed even more. Sexualities have changed so much more so in the last few years. So things are rapidly evolving. That gives us the opportunity to kind of adapt this into that milieu, number one. Number two, Noinika Sengupta's character as compared to Alisa's character, she's an Indian woman. A Western woman, not just her values, the society around her judges her differently.
Yeah.
Our Indian society is much more harsher with a woman. Even if something happens to her, she is judged for it rather than the other way around.
Precisely.
She is rarely the victim.
Yeah.
We do victim shaming more than victim surviving, right?
100%.
No matter what happens to her. So, Noinika not just begins at the bottom of her life in this show. It gave us an opportunity to show Kajol in a very vulnerable state. And Kajol is a very strong actor,
100%.
person in general. So is the character also. But we now get to graph it. Starting with someone whose confidence is broken, whose family is shattered. She's starting literally at rock bottom in every way. Professionally, personally, and then finding herself. And then making choices. Which, what I liked about the original as well was, it's a grey zone. There are no right and wrongs. And then, because we changed the entire legal cases and the way law, is different from the jury system out there, it gave us a chance to kind of bring about an interesting dichotomy between her real life decisions being mirrored at times by the cases she's kind of solving. So we kind of got to make the show completely our own while keeping the soul of the original intact and create something much more interesting.